Hi, I'm Molly Lenz, and I will be talking about coding in the classroom for my Byte presentation. I will be talking about Scratch, the program created by MIT in particular. So what is coding? Coding is the process of using programming language to get a computer apparently to behave how you want it to. You can create a line of code as an action, and multiple lines of code create a script. Scratch by MIT is for people who are new to coding. I, in particular, have never coded before this, so I found it very easy to use because they use a block-based interface, so it's a lot easier to follow for me. My evaluation of coding, I think it's a fresh and new way to look at curriculum. I feel like sometimes teachers get stuck in the rut, and so do students, modeling after their teachers, of course, of just sticking to the same old formats of YouTube videos and Kahoots and PowerPoints, and I feel like this makes it a lot more interactive, so you can create your own learning, and it's so different. It also increases students' technological literacy. It gives them a way to find their way around a computer and just put in those hours that make them a lot more adept at using tech. My particular way, which is called Scratch, is free, so it's very cost effective. Anybody can use it. But there are, for a lot more serious coders, coding boot camps, and they can cost between $8,000 and $21,000 in a year's tuition. Negatives of coding, I would say it's pretty time consuming, especially because I'm a perfectionist and it had to be perfect. I would say everybody's at a different level. When you enter in, you don't really know how much background there is. Like, I personally have zero background, but I bet a lot of people in this class have coded before and maybe do it regularly. And it may not be continued throughout schooling. It's always a risk that it's after you're done with that student, they won't ever touch that kind of format again. So that's always the risk. I wanted to look at coding in any classroom before I looked at coding in my classroom, just because it can be applied in so many different ways. Definitely as an introductory level, I thought a STEM workshop could just teach kids how to code for fun in their own time. Obviously, the T in STEM stands for tech, so that's a pretty good reason. One example I saw online that a school had done was creating a design challenge project where kids had to create an app and present it to their peers, and it really strengthened their level of comfort in researching, analyzing, and testing and revising, presenting a final product that you can really be proud of, which are all very important things in multiple subjects on multiple formats. And then definitely collaborative projects where kids can learn from each other is something that has been a lot more common recently. Teachers will have kids teaching other kids, and having that lesson plan to yourself, even as a student, gives you ownership and gives you a reason to really want to learn it more anyways. So, in my classroom, I would be a high school English teacher, so obviously I have to definitely look at literature and writing as two big components, and most likely public speaking. So for my Lit component, I wanted to possibly create summaries of poems and short stories and novels that you could look at the plot, create characters. Scratch makes a really good way to create dialogue between characters and make them move. It's really, really easy. Coding is a language all of its own, so in order to write a line of code, you have to have everything placed in the right place, just like when you write a sentence. And so learning to write how to code teaches you how to edit, proofread, revise, just look at your own work and make sure that it's right. And public speaking is a lot similar to the literature component, where it's a presentation guide and you can just summarize, use summation points, and kind of quiz with games. So my lesson plan in particular was an assignment to summarize short stories. I thought that I would assign every student a different short story. They would read it and create some kind of presentation, walking through dialogue and just the whole plot of the story. And Scratch makes it easy so that you can look at other kids' projects, and so students could look at each other's projects and learn about each other's short stories. And then I, as the teacher, could make a game that can be made as a review of topics in short story vocab, like character, setting, plot, irony, imagery, stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to show you. This is the main page of Scratch. It's really nice to look at. So you can see I obviously have an account. So if I click on this, I can go to my stuff, and it takes me to, I was obviously playing around with it a little bit. So I can create a new project up here. And let's see. Let's go here. So, first, I'm going to get rid of this creepy cat. He's kind of weird. And I'm going to choose a backdrop. So, let's see. Space. Let's go with this. This is kind of cool. And then, in order to do any kind of action, I'm going to want a sprite, which is what they call these little characters. They have a lot of options. I'm going to go with the ballerina. So, she's a little small. I'm going to make her a little bigger. Let's go 190. There she is. So, let's say that I want to make her say hello. So, I put this here, and I could click on it if I want her to do that. But I don't want to have to click on everything every time I want them to do it, so I add an event. So when I click the flag, that's when she says hello. And then let's say I wait a second, and then let's change her costume. So when I wait a second, we change the costume to Ballerina C, and then let's say she thinks, wow, Molly is great at teaching me how to code. And then we test her out. So that is basically how you do it.